No, you're not. Guess not. Oops. Rainstorm back up.
You're gonna have to make all of us pee whenever this is over with rainstorm.
You had your pee break. Alright, it is going down now.
I made excellent use of my.
Did I give that thing?
How so?
I peed.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The very definition. And I got a cracker.
I got sweet tea in a Fort Worth Zoo cup.
That's good. I've got gin with diet tonic.
There's
Are we
Chris's
comparing our choice
whiskey.
of drink?
I have rye whiskey.
I don't know if I should get what I have.
Eric's got Coke and Pat Morgan.
That's good stuff.
That's good stuff. Is it Coke Zero though?
Yes.
I like Coke Zero.
Got hooked on the stuff, man.
Oh, I know.
Am I locked into Twitch right now, really?
Yeah, yesterday some friends gave us grapefruit vodka. That stuff is dangerous.
Man. Yeah.
Grapefruit vodka? Greyhounds? Yeah.
No, yeah, it's like a Greyhound, but you don't have to mix it. It's just grapefruit flavored vodka.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Grapefruit flavored vodka.
Texas Ruby Red grapefruit.
Wow,
Flavored
okay.
vodka. And I don't like vodka, and I'm just like, I don't. Okay. That's fine.
Well, the tartness of the grapefruit drowns out the alcohol of the vodka. So
Yeah,
it's,
I know.
it's a dangerous, dangerous drink.
Whatever makes it
Yep,
not taste
I
like
like it.
vodka.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Although I have had some vodka the last year that's really good vodka, and it actually does taste a little bit different. It's not as stringent,
Yeah.
but it's like the cost to benefit ratio of that is not great.
Alright, ready to jump back in?
Sploosh.
Alright, so Lapis actually goes first this time. Everyone is still with the same just creepy, straightforward, monotone face. She takes that sword out.
Before we do the initiative stuff after the the action phase or whatever, can I roll perception to see if I can see anybody?
I'll let you do that on your pass.
Okay.
Because now that...
Will that count as my turn?
No, you can do that as a free action. You have the best vantage point, though, for sure. So, yeah, so, I mean, essentially, immediately everything time slows, and Lapis is the first to kind of react, and she was kind of facing this way in the first time, so as soon as that command is given, she turns to this guy out of the corner of her eye, takes the sword out, walks over to him, and just slashes at him right through his chest. The man, still completely blank face. Yeah, he just crumples over into a puddle. Just rain just splashing on his body. Lapis makes. There's absolutely no, nothing's registering at all. Falkirk, so you are commanded to kill the others, which means others being this one, or this one. You are currently facing towards Ricardo. I will let you decide on how to do that, but you will be forced to do that. Now, since it is your pass, you also get to roll to resist it again, which is logic plus willpower minus the force. So what is your logic and willpower?
4?
Okay, and then minus the force would be 4, so that would be a 0 chance to resist it.
Oh,
Great.
Oh.
So you are going to be locked into the current mind controllery, so...
and I can do nothing but attack.
Yeah, you are commanded to kill the others. As far as you know, these guys are like, they just like ghouls to you now that they're like coming at you.
Alright. Well, Farkork, somewhere deep down, deep inside, knows to delay it as much as possible with meaningless fodder and strikes at the guy on the right of Ricardo.
So you're going to attempt to just
You
kind
know
of
who's
get...
important.
Yeah. You try to like, go around him kind of like this?
Yeah,
Okay.
with his survival knife.
Okay.
Any modifiers?
It's raining heavily, and it's hard to see, but you're so close at this, in a melee range, it's not really going to affect your your strike at all. Thanks,
All
Jay
right, Falkirk.
Sisco. Yeah, this is fun to see it from my angle. Behind the
Readies
scenes, DM.
his knife in the most stabby motion possible.
Oh boy,
That's pretty good.
that is a knifey swing. That is. And reaction intuition is a 7 for this poor bastard. Oh boy, so this guy definitely sees you coming, but that knife comes out and he just kind of stands there and takes the full brunt of it. For 9 plus 2 is 11 damage, which... what is the armor penetration? Minus 1. So 11 and minus 1 would give him an 11 armor, so that actually remains stun damage to him and not physical damage.
Woo.
So there's a minus 1 armor penetration. And he absorbs 4 of that 11 damage.
I don't think it's enough.
Yeah, which means he takes 7 stun damage. So you are able to slash out, and it bites into his armor, doesn't cut through him, but definitely takes a good brunt of the attack down. And that dude is definitely breathing heavily now. Actually, I shouldn't write it there. I should do it right there. Okay. Alright, so now you're at a 7. Saren, you're up next. I don't know if you can tell you're kind of in the corner of these shipping crates, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. You probably hear some stuff going down, but nobody's actually shouting or anything, which just might be the weird part.
What's my visibility? How many squares?
It's pretty bad. And right now you can see kind of out in the water, but it looks like you just see kind of fog and torrential downpour from where you are. And you'd have to either go around the crate or get up the crate to see really anything else.
Yeah, but don't get too close, because then you might get sucked into whatever's got everybody else.
It's true. But I wouldn't know that though.
No, but that's what I'm telling you over the comm link.
But how would you know? You can't see that far.
I can see. The goggles help me be able to see.
That far? Alright.
Uh-huh.
You say so. Let me do a free
Sniper
action.
rifle.
Can you tell me what's going on, Malta?
I'll let you get, and Ursa, you guys can have a little bit of free action here to discuss events as you're going on.
okay,
But
fine.
at some point, Saren, I'm going to need you to take your action.
going
This is a magical attack. Neither our friends nor the other team are in control of their actions. Someone nearby is controlling both the weather and our friends' minds. I'm just guessing at that. This person just assumes.
Yeah, you failed pretty hard the
Yeah.
perception check, but you're sensing whatever it was.
I can see everyone attacking each other, so stay out of there if you have to. Especially if it's an addict attack.
Try to find whatever spellcaster in the area is doing this.
Right.
What are you doing, Saren?
I'm gonna go into the Matrix and search. I want to do a search. So Matrix search. To see if there's any new icons in the area.
Okay.
So I'm looking right now to see what to roll for that.
Yeah,
I think
actually,
it's called Matrix Search.
don't know that off the top of my head.
No, I don't like that one.
That doesn't sound like a good idea at all.
Okay, Matrix spotting table. Running silent. Opposed computer plus intuition versus logic plus sleaze. So I guess my logic plus sleaze. No, wait.
So sleazy.
Whatever. I'll do Matrix perception.
Okay.
For each, so you make a simple test and your hits determine how much info you get. For each net hit score, you can ask for one piece of information about the object. So it's my computer plus intuition versus logic plus sleaze. If there's anything there that you picked up.
Okay.
So computer plus intuition. So computer is my 8. There. 2 successes.
Almost a glitch. Now is that to spot anything that's running silent, or just to see any new icons?
Scan the vicinity for silent running icons.
Okay.
Your hits determine how much info you get. For each net hit score, you can ask for one piece of information about the object. It could be a type, a rating, how many marks on it, any files might be carrying, which grid it's using, whether any silent running icons are in the area, or any other pertinent information.
How big is
So
that
you
area?
learn one fact. 100 meters.
400 meters. Okay.
Wait, 400 or 100?
100.
100 meters. Okay.
So, if you're trying to spot something further than 100, it's a simple test. So the first net hit lets you spot the target, and then any additional gives you more information.
What is meters and feet again? Is that 3 feet in a meter?
More or less.
It's like
You really do need to come up with a meters. equal
damn your
boxes
metric
ratio.
system, Shadowrun.
Yeah,
Messes
100 meters
everything up.
equals 328
Hard
feet.
for us stupid Americans to grasp your system.
So 1 meter, 3.28 feet. Or,
Mhm.
Alright, well, with 2 successes, you can spot, you could probably spot several vehicles, like on the road to the south, or, I don't know if actually south is down of you, but that's orienting it from where this map is facing. To the, really northeast and west is all water, and you can definitely spot several boats in the area, a couple of which are running silently, you notice. Clue! Alright, so if you're
The
currently
boats are in the water, like
Yes.
up here.
Yes, there are boats in the water that are off in the distance, essentially.
I would like to end my turn by saying, guys, there are boats off in the distance, essentially.
Yeah,
Oh dear,
there are some boats out
that's
there.
not helpful. Not helpful mostly
And
because
Ursiv and maybe
game
Malta
mechanics say that because they're not on the map, they're not going to be interactable.
yeah, that's the bad thing about the physical map. You can tell this area is the one that was affected. Right here,
Yeah.
this was kind of the AoE result.
I say back in the comm link, kill.
Oh no!
Falkirk, what's wrong with you?
Kill.
So this one will bring up his. I don't even know what kind of gun I gave him.
You sound worse than I am.
A Colt Cobra TZ-120. I think that's an SMG. Might be an assault rifle, actually. I don't even remember. So he brings up some kind of mean-looking weapon and levels it directly at Lapis, who's pretty close to him. Attempts to fire. I'm going to give him a... Even though they're pretty close, but I'm still going to give him a -1 just because the visibility is that shitty. Two successes. Lapis is not injured. She rolls a 12 for defense. Hot damn. Let's see if you can roll twice as many dice and get Jesus. Yeah, so she ninja dodges the shit out of that blast. Even though it's like her back is to him,
Wow.
she just fucking slashed this guy. She just kind of hears like bullets go gutta butta 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 like all around her and just quickly scoots out of the way. Still, everybody's faces are completely expressionless. Submit a 3, and next is the guy that was knifed by Falkirk, so he is going to respond
Oh wow.
by taking out what looks like a kind of a generic clubbing weapon that kind of riot cops would use to like club down like ornery civilians. Attempts to attack Falkirk, which is... We got a wound mod there. Oops, I did his Lapis. Crap. Does that roll the same though? 7 -2. Hang on, let me see if it's... Don't roll anything yet. Let me make sure it was the right roll.
It's okay, I wasn't going to.
Oh, that is right. Yeah, because I gave him -1.
What is it, guys? Help me out.
Wait, let me see.
It's reaction and something, right?
Oh, defense?
Oh, for defense? Yeah, reaction intuition, yeah. Alright,
Glad we got around that without you.
one
doing it.
success. Keep forgetting I gotta switch the person at the bottom.
Never remember.
Wish there was a good way to add wound mods temporarily to these character sheets. Alright, so you were able to deftly avoid his clubbing.
Kill.
Not the good kind of clubbing, bad kind. Ursiv, what are you gonna do?
I fucking wish I knew. So I got options, but I'm not sure what.
I'll let you go ahead and do another
This is-
perception check as a as like
Okay.
a free action, just because
Free.
you know something's gone down here.
Okay, more sensing. Sense things. That's still not great.
Yeah, you
Not a
you
critical
can
glitch this time.
you presume that based on your own knowledge of the spell, that obviously there was some sort of mob level control type spell has been cast amongst all these people
Right.
with a very
Yeah,
violent.
I recognize. I recognize the magic.
I've gone down this dark path.
So there's two things I could do. I'm not sure exactly if they're allowed without how much information I have. One is dispel it. I could try to dispel the spell off of somebody. That is It's used to counter a sustained spell. It's the Dispeller's counterspelling plus magic versus the spell's force plus caster's magic.
Okay. You pick a target to do that on.
I assume. It just, I mean, it doesn't specify. Every net hit reduces the number of hits the caster had in casting the spell.
Okay.
So I like help them fight it off.
Right, helps the
essentially, I guess.
resistance. Gotcha.
Oh, but I don't know how to do it too though. Because at first I was like, okay, if I could counterspell Ricardo, I could get him to help us with his people. But if I do that, my own teammates are liable to knife him in the meantime. Even though he's trying to help us. So I think Falkirk. I think I'm gonna try to counterspell Falkirk.
Dispel.
Dispel, yes. Counterspell.
I mean, he's still going to be attacked though, so he has to.
So is that a skill you have?
He does, but yeah, it's a skill.
Because I know one of the things you can do with counterspelling is divide your dice up to like add to their resistances as well.
Oh yeah.
I
Might be what this is actually. Dispelling is.
I don't know dispel. I know the way counterspelling works is you would take that dice pool of counterspelling and you just give like basically that dice to people to help them use with their resistance, and then that gets refreshed every combat round.
Ah.
But what you were saying, I wasn't sure how that one works. The actual dispelling, if there's a way for you to actually cast it like a skill.
Yeah. You use it as a skill, and you just
page is that
check
on, do you know?
versus the 295, or it starts on 294. Apparently, there's two aspects to counterspelling: spell defense against
Gotcha.
you, and dispelling a sustained spell.
Okay, yeah. Which this is definitely a sustained spell. Okay, yeah, you can do the dispelling. Spell is counterspell plus
Okay.
magic, which is basically just your counterspell skill, I assume. Versus the spell's force plus caster's magic.
The other thing, Eric, I was thinking about doing, but I don't know how that logic works. If I try to mind control somebody who's being mind controlled by somebody else,
Oh shit! This is some
What
Inception level crap
happens?
right here.
yeah, what happens there? I wouldn't even know what would.
Maybe you form a link with the person controlling the spell.
I can hear their commands.
You wouldn't know this information because you don't have the right perception, but if you had the better kind of mind control, yours might supersede the other one.
Well, I assume they've got Mod Mind, which is just the AOE version of Control Thoughts. Or maybe it's Control. Maybe they're doing Control Actions. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, I'm going to try to Dispel. I don't even know if this is a complex action or not. Is using counterspelling a complex action?
I imagine that's going to take your
Yeah.
turn, yeah.
Okay.
A clash of wills,
Alright, yeah.
says Cyphus.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll my counterspelling.
And I roll...
You roll the spell's force plus the caster's magic.
Spells, force, plus the caster's magic. Alright, I know what the hits was. I think, yeah, force was 5 plus the magic,
Mm-hmm.
which is a 6. This might be an opportunity for you to use edge, because I'm going to roll
It might.
11 dice.
11? We'll see.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
4
that's
successes.
not. My edge is only 2.
Oh, nice. Cisco says if he glitches, he could mess up the target's mind. Scramble their brains. Make one of you believe you're a chicken for the rest of the adventure.
Right.
Or a kitty.
Well, 2 edge is better than rerolling 4 dice. Or 2 points is better than rerolling 4 dice.
What's your
it's not
edge
great, though.
stat?
2.
Well, if you add 2, that... Oh, that's what you're saying. You're doing that math.
Or I could either just add 2 or reroll.
So this isn't just
4
a
dice.
beating test. This is actually you're trying to get a lot more net hits.
Right. Like whatever the net hits were on Falkirk initially. I'm trying to overcome. Like I'm trying to reduce those like he is.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'll add 2. Just take my 1 net hit.
Okay, so you use a point of edge to get 5, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
5 total successes over the 4, so that's 1 more net hit. So that does. Falkirk, you feel about 50% in control of your mind right now, which is unfortunately
Alright.
not enough to override the programming currently.
Oh no.
At this point, I love it when I say that. It gets you guys all Twitter painted.
What is happening?
Near the side of the dock, Saren, you especially notice this. This is happening right next to you. You notice a particularly violent mini tsunami has crested over the wall and materialized on top of the docks.
What?
The water spirit coalesces into a humanoid shape swirling with water, its sunken eye sockets turning towards you.
Alright, I feel like we've been fighting like low-level guys, and now we're fighting like some fucking lich that we cannot see.
The lich.
Somebody's off screen like torrential downpour or mind control spirits.
So
Yeah. Oh
this-
shit, water spirit.
It's perfect.
Guys,
Water
look at this.
Yeah. And it will immediately turn towards Saren and attempt to just engulf him. His entire body will just rush forward towards you in a just like a getting sprayed with a fire hose, only it's just all around you. And I roll his normal melee attack. I believe that's correct. For 2 hits.
What do I roll?
So do your reaction and intuition, your defense. Treat this as a melee attack, but things happen if you fail.
Oh, great.
It is attempting to engulf you with its watery form. Okay, so it is trying to get all around you. You are able to hold your breath and duck and weave out of the way, and actually narrowly avoid its its deadly hug of watery death.
Do we switch places now?
The watery brine. You know what? That's a good idea. I will go and let that happen. He rushed forward, and you ducked underneath
Like
him
it threw you.
and did a tumbling motion. Yeah. I will give you that little freedom of movement right there. All right.
Guys, seriously, look at this. Look,
Kill.
you guys get a visual of what I'm seeing right now?
Crank's turn next. He will. I guess does he get to resist? Let me see what his stats are.
Hunker down on quiver.
Ursa, if you see this,
Is a 5.
I see it.
So
Kill it.
-4. He gets to roll 1 dice to see if he can resist. Which he'd have to
Resist
get a
it.
couple successes anyway. Alright, so Crank is.
He does. Wow. That's a good dice roll.
Crank is on his way to resisting.
now he
Useful
pulled
for
through.
something.
Sure.
With 1 more dice, you should have got successes.
But he is still mind controlled as it is. He will take out his little sidearm pistol. And
Shoot
he
himself?
will. No, he will not shoot himself. He will turn and fire at Ricardo,
Oh no. Not Ricardo.
the guy with the money.
Yeah, we need him alive to get paid.
I thought we were gonna pay.
I don't think we did. Did we get paid?
No, we haven't gotten paid yet.
Yeah.
Oh
He
man,
is
I already
going
added to my
to-
bank account.
That adds some delicious drama, I think, to this event. We'll take a significant penalty because he sucks and it's raining. He still gets 1 success. What a crazy
Very
guy.
good.
Yeah.
Man, he needs to be mind control more often.
Then he's actually useful.
Yeah.
He needs to be warned.
His is a
He's
7.
like Hodor.
He's probably draining from the energy or from the enemy. And he's like, why am I mind controlling this guy? He's wasting my resources.
All right, so he's able to shoot him, and the
Wow.
bullet kind of just ricochets off of like a random like He didn't have armor on, just kind of a jacket. It kind of takes like a little bit off his jacket shoulder on Ricardo's, just whizzes past him, but Ricardo remains completely calm and comatose and staring straight ahead. Greg does nothing.
What a weird guy.
Ricardo is next. And don't even... Okay, he does have... He will actually turn towards, because he's kind of right there with Falkirk still, and since he's in melee range, and he knows he would not take a gun out with someone in melee range, he attempts to just literally get his fists up and just awkwardly attempt to pummel Falkirk.
Pat him on the head.
Die!
5 dice to get 3 successes.
Holy shit.
Haymakers. Oh, Falkirk still dodges and weaves this clearly non-professional
Roll when I need
boxer.
it.
Yeah. Whole lot of 1s, but you got your 5s and 6s, so...
I defend with my knives.
No, that's technically, that would be a parry if you wanted to do that.
Oh, right.
Mauta, what do you wish to do now that you've seen all these
Fans.
things happen?
So I can roll perception for free, right?
Yes.
We just dance with the elbows.
Assuming you are using your goggles and looking through your sniper rifle, I will negate the normal -3 penalty.
Okay.
I assume you're looking actually at the boats, or are you looking anywhere else?
I don't know that you're gonna. I did not do very good.
It's not bad for 4 dice.
Hang on, I gotta find out where I wrote down this information.
I think perception's probably a very important skill in this game too.
Yeah, it seems to be. That's one of those things that, again, like once you start playing, you realize like what's all important.
Yeah.
Okay, you're looking out on the boats, you can spot, and there's just a torrential downpour, so it's really hard to tell what's going down, but you're just looking through your scope, you've got all your goggles, your shit going off. Excuse me. You can just make out on one of the boats, kind of a large speedboat, you can make out a humanoid figure standing on the edge of the boat with a faint glowing aura around them. They appear to have some kind of mounted scoped gun that they are looking through, and it is seems to be definitely pointed in this direction.
Can I just shoot in their general direction and see if I hit them?
It's going to be pretty, like I said, you can't even see any features of the person. You can attempt to, certainly.
I don't really want to shoot anybody else.
Yeah.
Shoot the water elemental.
Yeah, well,
Or... Well, no. I can't. Yeah.
but where are these speedboats at?
Oh, the boat is in, like, here, but obviously many squares to the north.
Oh,
See
okay.
that blinking motion I'm doing?
Yeah, I can't see. But
Oh, you can't see that?
there we
Okay.
go. It's like that, though.
Right, so picture this, but go straight up, and it's like, 30 or 40 squares up that way. Picture that. Because there's nothing but
Oh,
water
okay.
up there. That's all just the
The
Puget
guy is
Sound.
30 or 40 squares away.
I'm just completely pulling that out of my ass. I don't have it's some distance away.
No, but it's like far away.
It's pretty far away, yeah. It's close enough where they can see here, but using, a giant, basically, telescope kind of a thing.
So I should try to like swim there. That's what you're saying.
You can try, but it's going to be pretty fucking hard. Also, there's like a mini tsunami going on here.
Well, I'm reading about swimming right now, so.
Meanwhile, in the land of sane people, Mounta, what are you doing?
Hey, I don't see anyone
How do
else
you wish
with
to
good ideas.
proceed? Do you wish to tell this information to anyone? I will let you do that for a free action.
Yes. I'll just talk over the colleague that there's a boat out in the distance. There's a person. She's glowing. Well, I'm assuming it's a she.
Mauta, can you... Not Mauta, Saren. Can you disrupt that boat somehow? We need to disrupt the spellcaster.
I got some swimming skills. I took some swimming
That's
lessons.
not what I meant at all.
He has all this like hardware and stuff, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm diving in."
What if he has propeller boots?
Oh, wait.
He's Mega Man. He's
I
just
love it. I love it. Decker, do you have any way of doing that? Yes, I can. He just has like a knife in his teeth.
Alright. I guess I'll.
Oh, I'll hack them all right.
I get
I'll
what you're
shoot
saying
at the
now.
water elemental.
I mean, you could try to shoot at the boat. Like I said, it's just gonna be
Penalty's gonna be.
pretty hard. Yeah, it's. There's a
Yeah,
giant
shoot the
rain.
elemental. Let Saren try to do some Decker shit on the boat.
Yeah. Alright, I'll take.
Ursa is suddenly losing character.
All right, we're shooting the auto elemental. Oof. 4 successes.
Wow.
He rolls. Sure, I'm on the right one. Yes. That's true. Jay Sisko says he wants to jump into the water with a water elemental right next to him. Also, probably the worst idea.
Follow me.
Wow, and I rolled a 4. Saren, your bullet goes right through the water elemental, but you notice his splashing water is just everywhere and doesn't seem to actually hit any vital part of him. So technically just passes right through the water.
Should have shot at the boat.
You wouldn't have gotten better than 4 shooting at the boat. 4 was a good roll.
Alright, so now we're on the second initiative pass, so I forgot to mention this guy was dead. Need to put an X on him. At this point, Lapis will walk over here, and she will turn to the guy that had shot at her and attempt to stab at him with a sword. Although I need to roll her resistance to the mind control first. Which is logic and willpower is 6 minus 4. She gets to roll 2 dice. 1 success.
What is she doing?
Every action they get to try to resist the mind
Oh,
control on
right,
their
right,
own.
right. Yeah.
So eventually they can break free unless you're Reese and only have 4 dice to roll. Alright, so she is slowly breaking free, and she will attempt to slash this security guard type guy. With giant sword of awesome. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
5 successes. Let's see what this jackass can do. 3, 7. Wow!
Ha!
He
How did that
just
happen?
has the luckiest fucking day of his life. His 5 hits is not enough to hit this fucking guy. She slashes out with this very fancy JRPG whoosh move, and this dude is just suddenly like 2 steps to the right of where he was, and she would normally look completely agitated and astonished, but instead just has the normal calm, monotonous expression on her face. As the guard deftly dodges. Falkirk, you're next.
I guess I'll try to.
You may.
Person I've been.
Or wait, I guess you have the.
Because I failed on that willpower thing, right?
Yeah,
Oh, right,
right
'cause
now
you're
it's
that-
logic plus willpower minus the force, which the force is
Right.
4, so yeah.
So
You would be rolling
survival
0
knife
dice.
it is.
Survival knifing. So you're knifing the guard again?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. I will give you the freedom to choose, since the command did not specify. It just said others. Okay, 3 successes. So
It's
this
worse
guy
than last time.
is injured, so he will have a hell of a time dodging. So that is a -2, so he would roll 4 and 7. 4 and 3 is 7, -2. He only rolls 5 dice to dodge this. Oh, whirlwind dodge? He does not. He is gonna take it. 9 plus
Oh
3
my.
is 12. Interestingly, 12, and that lowers his armor to an 11, which means this will be physical damage. Because you are just penetrating his armor with that much damage.
All right.
Just jabbing that knife in there.
Yeah.
Found the crevice in his armor.
The crevices. He does absorb
Someone's
8
cheating.
of it, which is a hell of a good roll there. So normally it would
Pretty
be 12. So he takes 4 physical damage. So you are able to just find these slats. So let me do 4 physical on him. And you're able to get a little blood pumping out of the slats of his armor. And he is definitely... The guard is not OP. He's perfectly weakened. The top one was able to do some matrix shit to, like, dodge out of the way. This one, not so much. I rolled a 6 and then a 0. Saren. It is your insane move again.
Yeah. So I noticed that Malta's bullet just goes right through him, so I can't shoot him.
Well, I think that
no.
was because it was a tie.
Correct.
That wasn't like the nature of the thing. It was just because she missed.
That was flavor
By the-
text
by the
because
dice
they
rolls.
tied. Yeah, and that was like as close to hitting him as you can without actually doing damage. Because a tie is like you grazing the person basically, but you're not actually doing any damage.
Oh, okay, so I don't know if I can hit him or not yet, right?
Right. I mean,
You
it is
can- we've
it
fought
is
elementals
materialized
before,
in the
and
physical
shot
plane
it.
at this point.
Okay. I'll shoot him.
But
He's...
well, you probably
Huh?
know this, but
Shoot her!
spirits have pretty
I
good
mean-
defenses.
I mean, I can't go in the Matrix right now because he's too close to me.
I would
Drown
not
you.
suggest it. Now, if you use a gun at melee, that does take a penalty, right? We learned that last time.
Oh, okay, so I'll just take a step back. Right?
Yeah, you can do that since he doesn't have enough initiative to intercept you. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not that close. Alright, I'll shoot him.
Shoot.
See what happens. Oh, shit.
Almost a critical glitch. You almost threw that gun into the water.
How could this be?
Your
That's-
character
that's-
shouts
yeah, that was-
incredulously as your gun just goes click and just completely doesn't fire anything.
Damn this weather.
The spirit elemental's eyes suddenly glow with a twinkling delight.
Oh, this is terrible.
So the top guard will attempt to now stun baton Lapis, as they are now engaged in combat in melee. Ironically, both these guards are not very good at melee, so you guys are engaging them correctly, I guess. Shoot him in the nothing for massive missing. Yep, that's exactly what he did. Critical fail. And he's not wounded. Let's see if he can slam back. 1 success. Dodge that, Lapis. No wound mod, and you have a 6 and a 5, which is 11. You get 1 success of 11 dice. You can, barely. So he attempts to swing out with his stun baton, which she is able to just deftly kind of dodge to one side and move out of the way as it goes whizzing past her head. But again, there's nobody grunts or screams or curses. Everybody's super calm about it. And then bottom guard will attempt to stun baton Falkirk, although he is certainly labored.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 4 and a 7. He's hurting. Oh, I did that as Lapis, didn't I? God damn it. Hang on. Always forget something. 2 successes. Oh! 10 dice with 0 successes!
Wow.
That's the Falkirk promise.
Nicely done. Nah, just Seska didn't actually jam his gun. He didn't actually critical fail. He just got the 0.
Same as me.
Man, so you just kind of stand there and take it as he bonks you on the head.
Bonk.
Yeah, so that is a 9 plus 2 is 11 stun damage coming at you with a -5 armor penetration. So roll your armor with a -5, which, well, it's stun damage anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's a stun baton. Three damage, so you are still going to take 8 stun damage.
That's
Damn.
pretty bad. That's really bad.
Yeah, so he is able to wallop you pretty much right on the head, just crack, and you can feel just enough extremities to know that that's probably tiring you out pretty bad. Man, that was, yeah. Nasty. Alright, Ursa, you are the last person on this round.
I don't know
What
if I want to.
do you do?
Now. He's got massive head trauma.
Like, moving on.
He's gone for.
Will he be any good to us at all? Yeah, I'll still try to counterspell Falkirk
Okay.
before he falls into nothingness. 1.
That's, yeah, this is like a good deal, because you know how many dice I'm rolling.
Yeah, I guess.
Of course, I
Yeah.
didn't roll much better, but the problem is you need, like,
No,
you're not trying to beat me, you're actually just trying to get a lot more net hits, too.
get over me. Well, yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and use Edge again.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's the point.
To give you a +2 again? Or do you want to re...
I don't know. That's
You could,
how many?
you could re-roll 6 dice.
Reroll 6. I'll reroll the 6 dice.
Exciting.
I'll take a chance.
Okay. You didn't do very well with 9, we'll see what you do with 6.
Yeah. Well, it was 9 minus 2. It was only 7. So.
Oh, that's true. Forgot about your
Um,
stun damage.
6. 3 paid off.
Alright, alright. So
That's
that's
4
a
total.
3 plus the 1 is a 4. So that's
Does that
2
count?
net hits?
Yeah, that's an edge point. I'm not actually trying to do anything, so I don't think a glitch counts during.
How
an
many
roll,
edge
right?
points do you have?
Just 2. That was the last one.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are using edge left and right in this last one. That's fantastic. Which, again, edge
It's a
is...
scary situation.
Yeah, I mean, you know, yeah, this is kind of the finale, and edge is almost always going to be replenished between fights, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are doing it correctly with using edge. Alright, so with that amount of dispelling, Falkirk, you just feel a slight haziness in your head, and all of a sudden it just dissipates. And you suddenly feel the massive head trauma come at you, but otherwise you feel the presence gone from your mind. You
It
are
hurts
officially
so bad.
dispelled.
What is happening right now?
Alright, everyone roll initiative again.
I yelled at him, "You're free, but the rest of them are mind controlled."
Run for the truck.
I yell back, what?
What just happened?
The other side will try to kill you. We're trying to kill them.
Why?
Mind
Run
control.
for the truck.
Disable the other side. Stun them if you can.
Okay. I feel like I've been trying to do that somehow.
With your knife. Try not to use your knife.
How do you disable people?
Oh.
Call it a Canadian handshake.
So bad otherwise.
Initiative.
Oh, I guess it never worked for, I didn't do the dock workers either. Oh, that's right, I was gonna let them go last. This one is actually
Does he turn
gonna,
away?
he's gonna back his forklift up and attempt to turn it up into the ramp where you are, Ursav.
Oh no.
Just, he's moving very slowly,
Wait,
but...
So the dock worker. What? Okay, so what is kill? What is the other side for the dock workers? They're not on a side. They're just dock workers.
Well, they have the Ares
they
logo
fight
on
to
them,
kill.
so
Okay, they work for Ares, so
yeah.
okay.
So he is like kind of right there, and then that guy's dead, and this guy's still huddling in here. Let's see, do Lapis. And Crank. Alright, did I forget anybody? Water
The
Elemental.
water typhoon.
Yeah, or Spirit, I guess, in this game. Typhoony! I think that's everybody. Just Water Spirit, 1 security guard, 2 security guard.
Man, she beat me on 2 initiative passes.
Yeah, by quite a bit.
All right, don't you have negatives now though? Because you've been hurt.
Yeah, I rolled the exact same as last time with the
okay.
negative 2. So,
Alright, so Lapis will attempt her roll to resist
Yep.
again, which is 2 dice.
which is probably good. I can't resist any of this stuff.
Right.
1 success. Getting there. She still has the command to kill them all. She is still stabbing away at this guy. Slashing with the Sword of Doom. Last time she rolled insanely, and the guy rolled even more insanely, so we'll see how that goes down. Rolls 7. Yeah, this storm is just raging all around you guys. Oh man. 2, 3, 4. He almost,
Wow.
yeah, glitches on that defense too.
I mean, he does, right?
Or he does, yeah. He rolled 4 to 7, so. I don't even know what that does when you glitch on a. Trying to defend your roll. He's probably going to take more damage.
Butterfingers.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'll do is I'll probably have his initiative. I'll make him, like, it slows his reaction down. So he takes 10 damage with a -3 armor penetration. Which, at a -3, that will be physical damage. He absorbs only 3 of it, so he takes 7 physical damage. So she is able to get that sword up and just jam it right in between his plates. And he is definitely, doesn't scream or cry out, but just grunts heavily just from bodily reaction, and just blood starts coming out of his, like, mask. So he's coughing up blood.
Oh dear.
Might have hit a lung or something important. And let's see, which he's a 12, so I'm going to give him a 6 initiative after taking that. So let's rearrange again. Now she is at a 13. Falkirk, you're next, and you have complete control of your faculties now.
Oh boy. So if I take a step back, I guess they'll try to attack me.
They very well can. Yeah, they take 5 initiative and they can do an intercept move. I wrote that down.
So if they do, if they do that, they won't get to go. Well, one of them already won't get to go again. It won't really affect the guard, but
Copy all that, put it in my notes. Yeah, so it kind of, based on their mind control thoughts, they're not necessarily mindless killers. They would still try to do things to the best of their abilities. So, depending on how they would be trained, normally, if they think they would try to take advantage of a situation like that, then they would probably go for it.
Okay. I guess escape artist wouldn't come into effect here.
You're not being grappled or anything.
What about intimidation?
If you, well, they're mind controlled.
Okay.
I'll let you roll a gymnastics test, and if you want to move away, and then I will let you add your gymnastics to your defense test.
Okay, I'll try to do that
If you
then.
want to do a fancy like dodge maneuver, it will take 5 off your initiative if you want to try to, because you're gonna really like take a lot of movement to like
Sure.
do a fancy roll out of the way.
Alright, so gymnastics plus defense.
Yeah, so roll your reaction plus intuition plus your gymnastics skill.
Okay.
And then I will... So, what you're going to do is you're going to leap out of the way. You notice Ricardo doesn't try to do anything, but the guard definitely does try to get in a strike with his stun baton.
Okay, so that's 17 dice.
Lower his initiative as well.
That's
Your reaction plus intuition plus your gymnastics skill is 17 dice.
Yes.
Wow, that is impressive. I doubt he'll beat that since he's very wounded. Nice.
I should hope so.
Yeah,
Yeah, and the -2 is included, so
Okay.
awesome.
that's pretty solid.
Roll d20 is pretty cool.
Yeah,
Thank you, Roldie.
Brought to you by.
exactly. 2 successes. So he swings vigorously, but you are not there anymore. You're just a dust cloud.
I chortle.
Yep. Yeah, so where'd you want to move to? You can move to any adjacent square for free.
Okay.
Unless you want to run, you can move an additional, you can move 2 squares, but then you're considered to be doing like a running maneuver, that just gives you a -2 for any other action you take.
Okay, if I move here, if I try and make another action, is that going to trigger Ricardo
No.
on my next pass? Okay.
No, it shouldn't.
Alright, I'll move right here.
Okay. So you do a tumble out of the way as the guard attempts to swing with his club. He hits nothing. Yeah. Rolling out. Excuse me. What's your plan?
Oh, I'm going to try to restrain Lapis.
Okay. I actually wrote down how to do those kind of things. It's a special melee maneuver. Okay, subduing. Using the unarmed combat skill, you then... So you would roll your unarmed combat skill, I guess, versus their defense. And if it's successful, you would compare your strength plus the net hits of that roll versus the defender's physical limit. And if yours is better, then you grapple and immobilize them, essentially.
Okay, so if I don't have an unarmed skill,
You would have to default on it, I guess. Which is
Okay.
your agility -1 against her staunch defense.
alright, I'll still try it.
Okay.
About as good as I could hope for.
Yeah. This rolls her reaction intuition. Let's see if I just totally shit the bed on this one. Nope. She attempts to lash out, but she is slippery in the rain. Squeezes out of your grasp.
I do have a massive headache, so
That's
Yeah.
right.
Alright, so we lowered
Just
yours
pull
by
that in.
5, and then that lowered it by 10. So now you're at 2.
yeah.
Alright, Water Spirit. Will attempt to rush forward and do his engulfing maneuver again.
Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
Just splashes forward. Oh boy. Wow. 4 on 5 dice.
That's insane.
Surges forward. It's great watery mass just swarming around you.
So I have to get 4 or more with 9 dice.
You roll their physical limit? I thought you just
Good lord.
compared it to their physical limit. Huh.
Huh?
Sorry, what, good?
I have to roll 9 dice and get 4 up.
Yes. Or use edge, which... Water spirit is all around you now.
So he hits me. He would hit me for 8 damage.
Yes.
Right.
So yeah, it's a normal attack, but he's engulfing you, and what happens is you're actually damaged each time. It's their turn. Each time it's your turn, and you have to make an opposed strength and body test versus the water spirit's magic and body to free yourself. You're literally like engulfed by this water creature. You're like just in the middle of it. It's swarming all around you, trying to like get in your lungs and shit.
This could be bad.
Yeah. It could be.
I guess I used edge. So I can either add 5 or re-roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dice. I'm gonna add 5.
Yeah, adding 5 would. Okay. You're the one with like a lot of edge, aren't you? You have like 5.
Yeah, but I'm down to 0 now.
Oh wow! You used all 5 edge points. Damn.
Well, no, not during this battle. I mean,
Just over the course of
think
the
I
adventure.
Right.
I used them in the tunnel.
Yeah.
Right.
You didn't reset
Alright.
it then, right?
So you were able to use your
No,
miraculous heroic edge. Yeah, it doesn't reset this session
Okay.
or this adventure, and narrowly avoid his engulfing attack, which I will move you again and do you like this. The creature's just trying to come at you, and you're just narrowly dodging out of the way due to your miraculous heroic rolls. Saren, it is your turn.
I would like to sprint away.
Okay.
So sprinting is an addition to my run rate. Right?
Yes.
So how come we could only walk 1 when it says walking is agility times 2? Is that right?
Yeah, but I house ruled all the movement rules because we use a physical board, so none of those.
Oh, okay.
I had to house rule the
Sure.
range. I had to house rule all the range stuff and all the movement stuff. Anything that has to do with like distance, I had to basically house rule to make it work with roll 20.
Got it. So I want to sprint. So I can
So-
go at least 2 squares.
So you
Right.
can, yeah, walking you can move 1 square for free and do anything. Running means you move 2 squares and take a -2 penalty. Sprinting means you are taking your full turn to roll your actual running skill, and then you get to whatever those net hits you can add to the 2 you would normally make with a running. And that's just totally, for anyone watching, that's just my GM rules for movement, because that's the way I make it work with roll 20.
I'm sprinting.
I don't do any other crap. That's a
Okay,
glitch,
so 1
sir.
hit means... Shit.
So you can move 3 squares in a direction, because you would normally roll 2 with the running and then the +1. With a glitch, I'm going to let him try to get a free swipe at you, just a normal attack, as you run away and kind of fumble your initial run.
It is quite slippery.
It is quite slippery, you're right. He is just going to roll his regular attack. And you roll your reaction intuition for defense. 4 for 4.
Oh, this goes better.
Thank you, Jai Saisko. Yeah, I tried to come up with something. Okay, so you feel that water like rushing, and it's super cold as it kind of hits your back,
Ooh.
but
Chilly.
doesn't doesn't appear to do anything too terribly to you. So, so yeah, that is your full turn. Ricardo. At this point, will attempt to actually move back. He is going to run back here now that he sees himself surrounded by people. and he's going to take out his sidearm and attempt to shoot at Lapis, but he's going to take the -2 from running and also a -3 for having the visibility. So he's going to take a -5 to do this shot. And he is not exactly an elite security guard here. Yeah, so there's a glitch, so his yeah, he rolls one die. His gun goes click and just smoke, maybe a little bit of smoke starts peering out of it, and just he kind of looks at it and does like this maneuver to it. He kind of bangs it on the shipping crate, so nothing of consequence there. Ursiv.
Okay.
You seem the most prepared every time.
I am going to. Well, I don't know how.
Take out
I'm going to make things difficult for you as the GM.
Oh, you're. Well, let's see. This guy's reminded me about his resistance test.
All right.
I don't remember if he had enough to actually resist. 3. Oh, he does. 6. I've been doing bad about that. I don't think I've been rolling the resistances. That's something I've been forgetting about. On top of everything else happening, I'm sure I'm a couple rolls behind. These guys would normally be slowly breaking free. He does not. You know what? I'll let him roll once more since I know I've forgotten his. Okay, just failures all the way. So he is not breaking free of that control. All right.
I'm gonna make you come up with something, Eric.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna try to mind control Ricardo.
Okay.
So I don't know how
You know what
it's gonna
it'll
work
be?
with someone else trying to mind. What's that?
It'll be the higher. It'll be the higher
Net
hits.
hits?
Yes, if you can
Okay.
do higher hits than what the original spell was,
Gotcha.
then I will let your dominance supersede theirs.
Alright. I'm gonna try to cast it with a force of 4. Also.
That was the first one I forgot. Okay. Well, I haven't been rolling resist. I should be resisting all the guards though too. I've forgotten all those guys. I haven't been rolling any resistances for them. They'd only be rolling 1 dice, but still, it's something I should be remembering. But yeah, there's so much going on. It's hard to keep up. So 2 successes is not greater than the original.
Well, he
hits.
hasn't even. He's good. Oh. Wait, what? Yeah. I thought it had to be versus his logic and willpower, right?
It is, but you're not going to get more net hits with 2 successes, no matter what he rolls.
Oh, okay.
'Cause you have to beat the original mind control. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
2 is not even if he rolls a 0, you're still not going to be able to supersede the original mind control.
Jesus, what did they roll then? All right. Well, that's it for me.
I mean, you knew it took several hits to dispel Falkert.
Yeah.
So now to
Oh shit. Let's see here.
that storm is still raging violently, although you can see out, kind of, especially where you are in the docks, you can see the general outside area of where you guys are is still just the normal cloudy skies you guys have first seen. So the tempest is just completely localized on this area that y'all are in. You notice that most of the other boats have now moved away, especially after seeing like this crazy storm come up and the waves getting real choppy, except for that one boat you noticed is still in the exact same spot. The one with the figure on it.
I am torn. Lay torn. Did I shoot for the boat or the water elemental?
I mean, you shoot the boat and then what?
Well, if I shoot towards the boat, I could potentially hit the person. Right?
I don't know. It depends what you're aiming for, I guess. He's far though.
Yeah, my sniper rifle has a camera on it, so it negates the distance penalty. Oh.
She's y'all's best chance at affecting that scenario.
Yeah, I'll go for it. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Yeah, roll your normal attack. And what are you going to try to shoot at specifically? The figure on the boat?
Yes. Do I get any positive modifiers?
Definitely no positive ones, but I will let you negate all the horrible negative ones. Do your vision magnification and your various vision enhancements should negate the actual storm brewing. So I'll let you do it just baseline.
Okay. I think that did it baseline. That wasn't good.
The shot goes wide of the person. You can actually see like the tracer go, but you notice instead of passing through the boat, it actually hits this shimmering force field around the boat. And as the bullet hits it, it just kind of slams up against it, and the force field does this weird like yeah, is that the Matrix where the helicopter like hits the building and it does that weird like rippling effect or something? Yeah, it kind of looks, and almost the whole boat looks like it's doing that. And you notice all of a sudden there's several other figures on the boat, kind of running around and looking around, and people having I guess you can't really see details too much, but you definitely see a little bit of chaos going on, and you see the figure suddenly distracted enough to where they turn their gaze just slightly, and everybody in here suddenly starts waking up. The aura seems to dissipate off everybody as the link is severed.
That was all it took, huh? we should have done that earlier, I suppose.
Yeah, so Malta, you can do a free action if you want, but everybody down here is going to start adjusting a little bit to what just happened. I'm going to go a little bit with initiative for a second. Crank is going to be the first one to react. That's the way the initiative's gone. And he's going to suddenly lower his gun and look super panicked and just like, and he just starts running like over here and just like ducks into the truck.
Good boy, Crank.
Yeah.
Don't drive off now, Craig. We're not done here.
Yeah.
Can I just start screaming over the comm link, get in the damn truck, get in the damn truck?
Yeah, he's gonna be like, what's going on, what's going on? These guards, let's see, this top one is next. He's gonna suddenly get on his comm link and he's like, what just happened? Anybody else feel a weird buzzing in their head? And
get in the damn truck.
And he suddenly starts like groaning and kind of crying out as he notices for the first time he's like just really quite injured, and just kind of brings up his arms to deflect Lapis, who's still like right in front of him with her sword poised, and looks like he's gonna try to defend himself physically, and then she lowers her sword, but is still like, everybody's super tense at this moment because literally that mind control wore off. Everybody's still like locked in direct combat at this point. So I'll let any of you guys can use free actions to try to say anything.
Get in the damn truck.
We still gotta get paid by this guy. We're not done.
Yes, get in the truck.
We've been mind controlled, brothers. None of these actions are our faults. There was a spellcaster off the coast.
Get in the truck.
Not was. He still is out there.
this point, this guy will start scooting his forklift back, and then he will immediately jump out and start running away this way. Yeah. Ricardo starts yelling for his guards to get back, get back. So I'm going to use both their initiative passes for them to just start basically going back and just huddling up around him and just looking like warily. Lapis is next, and she's going to start backing up slowly over here. There's a free action. And just start, like, yeah, asking, like, what the hell is going on? And now it is Falkirk's turn.
Huh.
Keep in mind, this thing is still on the playing field.
Have I seen that thing yet?
Yeah, I don't think any of us knows it's there.
That's true. You guys might not have realized it. You might be able to maybe hear something extraordinary, but there's also a big storm going on, so you might still be kind of hidden by the...
I thought I shared a picture.
Oh, that's right. He did say that.
I was mind controlled.
Yeah.
Ballpark doesn't know.
Would you like
know, though.
Instagram the water spirit?
Ursa doesn't know how to work.
Hashtag no filter.
Hashtag water spirit. Hashtag.
Just another day at the office. Hashtag smiley face.
Man, I should really have that leadership skill, huh?
That would be helpful right now, I suppose.
I'll try to get everyone to calm down after coming out of my massive headache. It's like, yeah, listen to that guy behind me.
Get in the damn truck.
Yeah, so at this point, yeah, Falkirk's diffusing the situation. Saren and Malta, you would notice this. Crank probably just sees it now that he's in the front of the truck, but the water spirit attempts, looks like it lifts up his head, like it's might be listening to something, and then it dives back into the ocean, and you, Malta, you actually can just make out that boat start hauling ass, like to the north, like way out of sight. And as soon as the water elemental dives into the water, the violent storm immediately ceases.
Get his license plate.
Get the number on that donkey cart. Yeah, so...
I mean, that guy gave it easily.
Who wants to...
Mr. Ricardo, it appears you have some enemies of a magical nature.
Ricardo kind of literally pushes the men aside who've now taken up a severely defensive position. He kind of pats them on the shoulder, and both of them are very wounded at this point. This one physically looks very much, he's got like scrapes and blood coming out, and this one looks just more exhausted than anything. They're both very, very injured, but they seem to be standing upright. Ricardo kind of passes through them and says, nods at you warily. Says, well, I've been tangled up in some deals that have gone south before, but this was something else. Fucking spell slingers. He spits and turns to one of his guards. He says, get word back to headquarters. I want a detachment sent to this harbor immediately and that boat tracked down. He smooths his... Alright, I'm sorry, you guys didn't even explain... Or did you guys say it was a boat? I didn't even...
Yeah. Yeah, I told him.
You didn't mention that? Okay.
Right after they came out of it.
Okay. He smooths his hair back and attempts to compose himself. Well, it seems either you or I have ourselves a dangerous enemy out there. And you guys actually light up your little data pad, comlink, combo, whatever cell phone in the future thing. And you see that he has sent over his contact information, so you all can add Ricardo Martin as a contact. He is a Connection 5, Loyalty 1.
What about for me?
He's technically sending it to... So he hasn't actually seen, I don't think, Malta or Saren yet. So you guys can technically add this because you would probably be able to see what... Or presumably they would tell you later. But, yeah, you're correct. As far as Ricardo knows, only Falkirk and Ursiv actually, and obviously Lapis and Crank are involved in this transaction. Because I assume, Saren, you're still kind of staying out of sight.
No, not necessarily.
Okay. So he kind of nods and says, "Hey, you got some You've got some people in the back there. I see you played this smart. That's probably wise, considering what went down. Is there anybody around that I need to know about that's gonna jump out and scare me? Or I don't think I can take any more scares today, gentlemen.
I believe we're all done with the violence for today.
That would be good. So yeah, Ricardo is a connection 5, loyalty 1. For you guys minus Malta, and he is an Ares assistant manager, so he would know like corporate connections, that kind of thing. He says, I know runners like to be discreet, so I won't ask you for your real sins, but if you give me your basic contact information in case I need to ask any questions about what went down here. He says, since nobody died, and he kind of glances at the dock worker here who's been murdered on the floor, and he just kind of does this. He says, since nobody died, he looks meaningful at that corpse. I'd like to put this whole mess under the radar for now. I trust another 2,000 new yen each should be sufficient to buy everyone's silence on this matter, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Even more honorable.
I suppose.
So technically, Mauta, since he doesn't know about you, you wouldn't be getting this 2,000 more, I guess.
Actually, well, we can tell him.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, there's another.
and that includes our agent in the crates.
Your agent in the crates?
The one who put a sniper rifle bullet into the boat that disrupted the spell controlling your minds.
Oh, our hero. I would surely like to meet them.
That would.
I'm sure you would. All in good time, sir.
Kind of nods warily, and he's like, all right, if that's how you want to play it, 2,000 each. Keep this matter silent. I don't need any of this getting back to me, certainly. But I certainly want to investigate what the hell just went down here. And he says, now, unless there's anything else, and he flashes out his data pad and puts in the official transaction to send over the money of the 25,000 new yen plus your now, what, 8,000 bonus piece?
67,000 total.
Yes.
I'm just doing the math. It is
Yeah.
now 67,000 total.
You
You have
He's wiring over.
tripled, almost tripled the amount you're spending.
Yeah.
It's like a total math.
Yeah.
Very much.
So now you get the feeling that initial like offer that Red was head over heels over was like
Like way lowball.
pittance for these megacorp guys. Yeah. That's the difference between dealing with the street running and the megacorp running right there. And he motions his people to begin wrapping it up and getting the hell out of here. And he starts waving you guys away dismissively.
Can I steal this dead guy's sin?
Can you what?
Who?
Steal this dead guy's sin?
As soon as you walk over there, Ricardo's going to start motioning for the guards to walk over there and start dealing with that body. So they would
Can I
definitely
use my
notice you.
palming? I have a palming skill.
Go ahead and roll that palming skill.
I think I will. Oh, damn.
All right. I'm going to let them both roll perception, too. Although they are quite wounded.
Yeah. What the hell?
Top one definitely sees you. And the bottom one sees you. So they both notice you attempting to stoop down and rifle through this guy's pockets. And they say, hey, get away from him! And they actually finger their guns authoritatively as they approach the body.
Oh, sorry, there was like a bug on this guy. I was expecting it out.
They just like motion with their guns to like get away.
Good cover.
Alright,
Carter's
I'm
like-
backing away.
Yeah. Any problem here? Let's get the hell out of here.
No, it was just a caterpillar.
Caterpillar.
If we were in the middle of an adventure, I'd let you refresh Edge for that, because that was funny. The way you handled the defense of getting caught. Alright, so Crank mentions to you guys, he says, hey, I'm supposed to drop this truck off just at a nearby warehouse, and then I'll probably either try to call one of the Scars to hitch a ride with, or find my own way. And Lapis says, yeah, I might ride with you to there, and then I'm taking a bloody cab, because I do not want to ride with you guys for a while. This was fun and all, but I need a rest.
We did get paid, right?
Yes,
actually-
yeah,
yes, all
the
money.
money was
Okay.
officially, which I'll go over that in a second when we get to the reward section. Bum, bum, bum.
Which you realize, Eric, that all total that's 10,000 apiece.
Yeah, so stop bitching about.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
So many enhancements.
Yeah, this is a pretty good payoff. And you notice Ricardo says, hey guys, go ahead and go through the exit. I've already radioed in that the truck full of my associates are coming out, so they shouldn't stop you at all.
We were never here.
Alright, so yeah, truck's coming.
Everybody
Hey, wait for me.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
at some point you guys
I
can
assume she
all...
pops up,
Yeah, you guys can all jump in.
usurped.
Dies in the water and
Surreptitiously
swims
jumps
away.
He's gonna take the forklift.
Exactly.
Beep beep.
But a zoom. Alright, so now we go to the epilogue portion.
Oh Jesus, what now?
Well, the adventure is essentially over. At this point, you guys...
Nothing in that battle.
So the truck went outside. You guys, I assume, want to all jump in your own... That truck you guys actually took.
Vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can say your goodbyes
Which-
to Crank and Lapis. Lapis
Who's sitting in
is...
the back with me?
Huh?
Because said who's sitting in the back with me? Because, like you said, I get handsy.
You're probably more exhausted than anything else.
I just curl up and go to sleep in the back of the truck.
Probably. Yeah, Lapis says her goodbyes. You can actually add her as a contact since she got paid and she's happy. As a connection 2, loyalty 3, Lapis Luzul, and she is a kind of freelance Shadowrunner, as well as a sword-swinging adept.
Wait, say that last part again? Is it what?
Swords-wielding adept, I guess so.
Before that?
Connection 2, loyalty 3 are her stats. And then, yeah, Ricardo's a connection 5, loyalty 1. And then Crank isn't really a direct contact, but you would technically be able to call upon his services if you ever called up Red and said, I need like a driver or somebody to help drive this particular thing. That's his skill set. Although you know how great he is.
Not adding him to my contacts.
Odd him as dumb driver.
Yeah.
No, I'll label him as do not answer.
Don't
Alright.
pick up.
So assuming you guys call Red on the way back to and when the
Do we have to report the extra we got paid?
I guess that part would be up to you, depending on how much you want to tell them about it.
Well,
But
it also depends on how loyal Lapis is to us, too.
That's
What?
true. She might tell him about it on her own, or Crank might.
yeah, Crankwood is I mean, he's an official Red Scar, so
He probably told him how
Yeah.
much we got paid. Anyway.
yeah, he's probably already talking to Red right now.
Far from it. Convince him not to tell him.
Yeah, convince him that he
fact-
doesn't get a cut of our cut
Use your intimidation.
Yeah.
of our tip.
No,
give him a
he
10.
wouldn't. So, yeah, your tip is separate. Crank would just
Okay.
before you guys separated ways, Crank would go ahead and transfer the, I guess the 60% of the 25,000 to the account that he's got wired that goes into the scars. So you guys would just keep the rest of it. Which, yeah, you figured out whatever that math was like 8 or 10.
He's a way nicer gang leader than any other gang leader I've ever heard of. Then, because we're getting paid like twice as much as he is for this run.
Well, do you guys want to tell about that the extra money you got? That's up to you guys.
Well, I mean, doesn't Crank know about it already? Because Crank was there.
Crank would know about it. Yeah, you don't know if Crank told him that.
Yeah.
You know that Crank transferred his cut, or the Scars cut of the money.
Lockhart's like intimidation, right?
Don't intimidate him. We don't need to do it. Yeah. We can just tell him we got paid a little extra.
But what if you ask a part of that cut?
I don't know.
Hey, Red. The run went swimmingly. Everyone got what they wanted.
Nice.
Some really weird stuff happened, so...
Is that all you're going to say about the stuff?
That's all I want to say.
Says, Crank was just filling me in about that. Bloody hell. I knew it'd be a dangerous jaunt, but... Well, I guess I picked the right crew for the job. You've earned yourselves the extra money you got. That's yours to keep. Don't want to step on any negotiating talents you got, but do keep in mind I always expect some incentive when I work with my people. You're not official Red Scars. You are freelance mercenaries, so I'm not going to demand any more of your payment, but that's me being very generous as well. I don't want you working for any of these other families, and don't go off getting a big head and working for Ares.
Oh, you mean the trolls and the ghouls. Thanks.
He says, you've earned yourself some rest after this one, but I'll do some digging and see what I can find out about this mysterious mage on the boat. It doesn't take a genius to assume that it's linked with the attack on my life a few days ago. Gotta admit, wherever you runners go, trouble seems to follow.
That's Ursa's fault.
Is it? Didn't bring the mage to us.
That will officially end the Road Rage adventure. So you guys, your karma so we've already got your money rewards, right? You guys have all officially
10,000
added
a piece, right?
10,000
yeah.
apiece. Yeah. Yes, indeed. And you've got your contact rewards, your social rewards. You guys are going to get +1 public awareness from the highway chase scene we had 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. Because it's hard to maintain a discrete profile when you're in a chase scene in the middle of the day on the highway.
That said, we were never at those docks, if you remember correctly. From earlier tonight.
You were never at the docks?
They never even scanned our SIN. We were never there.
Yeah. I don't believe you ever fully hacked the video cameras.
Oh, that's true. So
messed with any of the footage there,
Yeah.
so they definitely saw the truck come and go, and probably saw some of the people.
Yeah.
And obviously Ricardo and those guys know you guys, but yeah. So, but the public awareness is from the highway chase scene.
Just
for sure.
from the highway, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it what, 1?
One.
Yeah, +1
What is
for
that?
public awareness.
I think that puts us all at 1. I
Where does that
even
go?
Yeah.
I'm at 5 now.
Are you really? How?
No.
No, you're not.
Okay. I was like, did you?
You're at what I say
I'm
you are.
a famous actor outside of this group.
Yeah, that's my day job.
Is there a category for that?
Yeah. At the top, right underneath your like
Height.
age, set height. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Notoriety or street cred change, or they stay the same?
That should stay the same, but your Your street cred is based on your total karma level. It's kind of like your level. So that will go up to right now when I reward your karma. All right,
Oh,
so
really?
karma,
Oh,
yeah. It's like
what should it be now?
whatever your total karma is divided by 10, I think.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Which
It's
most
also
of yours
one for
should be
everyone.
1.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all should be
Wait,
the
what's
same
it-
one on that. Alright, so karma rewards, which I'm going to list these, and then I'll give you the total at the end. So don't write anything down yet. You got 2 karma for surviving the adventure and delivering the cargo to Ricardo. You got 2 karma for successfully defeating the rival gang and freeing Crank and Lapis. You got 1 karma for fending off the Go-Gangers and protecting the shipment. 1 karma for surviving the ghoul attack. 1 karma for reaching the docks and getting inside. And 2 karma for successfully freeing Ricardo Martin and his men from the mind control spell. You also got a bonus karma for being able to disable the spell by attacking the figure in the boat,
You're welcome.
Thank you.
which is a total of 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10
10 karma.
Yep,
All
Wow.
right.
10
That's
karma
not bad.
reward. Yeah, 10 karma and 10,000 new yen. Not a bad
That's
adventure
real.
at all.
Those are easy numbers to remember.
Yeah. And some contacts.
So our total karma goes up as well.
Um,
Oh yeah. Total karma goes up as well by 10.
What's the point? Like,
Just keep track of how much karma you had, like total.
yeah. It's like an overall indication of like your level or experience, basically. Cyphus, they were under the mob mind spell, I guess that is, the group
Yeah.
mind control one, yeah. 2 pieces of information I forgot to go over in the epilogue. JT is still in a coma. And when
Who's
Su-
JT again? Oh right, the mechanic guy.
yeah, the boss of the first adventure.
Right.
how do you end up in a coma?
We shot him through the chest.
Go watch
Oh.
the videos on YouTube, sir, if you need a refresher. Mount straight
Shut
up
him
tried
to
to
the
murder
chest
his
and
ass in one
revive
hit. The other important thing is that Susie, the lieutenant / lover of Jeremiah Red, went to JT's to pick up Sam's gang that you had, I guess, tied up and left, and they
Oh,
were
right.
not there.
What?
They were all gone, including the body of the mage. All 4 of them were gone by when Susie got there. And she got there with a crew, and instead of hunting them down, they actually stayed to deal with the body of their fallen people, which were still there.
We didn't leave them with anybody? I don't remember, but jeez. Did we even tie them up before? I don't even remember what we did. I don't
Yeah.
remember at all how we
They
left
were-
that situation.
One of them was stabilized, but unconscious. One of them, who had all the augmented stuff, was tied up around a pole, I think, and the other one was handcuffed to a bumper.
Okay.
So,
Right.
mysteriously
One of them got
gone.
free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The plot thickens. Alright, so that will end. Which is, we're about a little over our allotted time, but I'm so happy we got to finish the adventure. It's great timing. So next week we will do just our epilogue and recap episode, which means we're not doing a real session next week, but we are going to get together, which I think, Chris, you said you're going to try to get on with the iPad if you can.
Yeah.
But we'll try to go over our epilogue, which I just go scene by scene, and that's a chance for you guys to tell me your feedback on how the whole adventure went, and then I can kind of give a couple of background information about my thought process and how I built things, because this is another completely from scratch adventure, top to bottom, so any kind of feedback is super useful, and it just gives me another week in between adventures as well, so cool. Alright, guys, thank you to Chris, Heather, Raymond, and Reese. I am Eric, and we do this every Sunday evening at 9:30 p.m. Central Time. Find the videos uploaded to YouTube and write-ups over on my blog. My throat's just dead now. But yeah, thanks you guys. See you guys next week. The Road Rage epilogue and recap session.